This is not financial nor professional advice. This video is for entertainment only. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, March 2nd, the evening of, as I record this, and the market has decided to take off like a rocket. Now, I think we're going to have bumps, but I think the bad news is priced in many ways. The biggest bad news is Ukraine and Russia and their invasion of Ukraine, which is a criminal and which I think will lead to the downfall of Russia eventually, although it may take some time to do. But I think the seed is being planted. He is alienating 40 million people in the country right next to him, and they don't forget street fighting like this. So I think it's a tragedy. I think people are going to remember. What I want to talk about today is the other worry is inflation. The Ukraine war, I think it's mostly going to be good news. I mean, it's terrible news, but I think it's priced in that they're going to be defeated. So if the longer they're able to prolong this and then do guerrilla warfare, I mean, there will be spots of good news mixed in, and they are inflicting heavy casualties on the Russian soldiers. So it's not all one-sided. Thank God the world is responding to help them. But today I want to talk about stocks that are likely to benefit from inflation. And the primary, the thing that keeps showing up on my screens over and over is oil stocks. And I don't want to directly own oil stocks. I just have a thing for that. But I thought I should mention some in case you don't have that similar problem. Okay. The first one that I'd recommend would be Chevron. And basically that's because it's a part of Berkshire Hathaway. Its earnings growth is like 33%, which is an amazing earnings growth rate. Of course, its price to earnings is around 16, and the price of oil, as I talk, is 113. It wasn't long ago, I think it was less than a month ago, we were talking about, is oil going to hit $100? You hear crazy things like maybe oil's going to hit $300. And people will be thinking, gee, I wish I had bought a Tesla and maybe put solar panels on my house if you're able to. Not every area of the country is able to do that. But the southern part of the country, the coast, Arizona, the southern states, all of us, man, we got enough heat energy, sun energy to power the world. I mean, in Arizona, when it gets 120, you can't walk your dog on the sidewalk during the heat of the day because it will burn their paws. That's how hot it gets. So there's plenty of power. I had 12 solar panels on my house. I put another 4 on there just because it's working so well and saving me so much money. So if you can do that, I urge you to do that if you can. Again, it's not appropriate for everyone, but I'm very impressed with it, and it surely has made my life significantly better, and it makes the world significantly better, not only from a tree hugger or environmental viewpoint, but from the point of view of preventing wars. So many of these wars in the Middle East have been over oil. We don't want to admit that, or maybe we do admit it. I don't know. It's kind of an open thing. And this thing with Russia, Russia feels like they got the world over a barrel, oil barrel, I guess, to directly benefit from the price of oil increasing. So you might be able to able to buy a tank of gas. You might think of investing in Chevron. That's the most direct way. It's CVX. I'm indirectly invested in it because I have a good substantial amount of Berkshire Hathaway, and he invests in Chevron, which is basically I trust his judgment. He's doing better than the S&P. And Berkshire Hathaway itself is a good, safe investment. If I don't know what to do, I invest in Berkshire Hathaway because basically it's railroads, it's banks, it's insurance companies, it's Apple is a big part of their stock portfolio. They have a few technology companies. He's not totally blind to it, so he's doing some of that. And he does big pharmaceutical companies, the large standard pharmaceutical companies that have been around for years, which pay a big dividend and are stable. So his investment style, and he owns a lot of businesses directly, like Dairy Queen and See's Candies and furniture stores, those kinds of things. But he owns the kind of businesses that will do well with inflation. And I can indirectly own Chevron through owning Berkshire Hathaway. If you want to go crazy on this oil thing and you think it's a really big deal, you might think about, and I don't recommend this because this is too risky, I think. At least it's too risky for me, but I thought I should mention it. GUSH, that's GUSH. GUSH is the way to double leverage your money. For every dollar that the oil companies go up, this fund, GUSH, GUSH, will go up $2. So it's double leverage. You double your fund. Now, if oil goes down, you also double your losses. Okay, so you got to be careful. So I did want to mention these. I know I'm averse to oil companies and such, but I think Chevron looks like a safe way for me to go with it. Again, this is not financial advice. I don't know your particular situation, but these are things that I think about. I'm indirectly doing it with Berkshire Hathaway and trying to talk myself into doing Chevron, and I can't quite get myself to do it. And GUSH is a little too risky for me right now, but I thought I might mention it for your information. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all you do for me, and be sure to stop in the future.